But I was really interested in acting, and I got this trade paper that people told me to buy backstage, and I looked at it, and there was an ad that really interested me, and it was character had to be a boxer, which I had experience with. So I went to this open call, and there were like 100 and almost 200 people there. And I signed up, went away, and came back, and it was time to go in. I went in and auditioned, and I got this understudy part, and 2 weeks before it opened, it was an off-Broadway play. They gave me the lead. They fired the guy who was the lead, and it was Kilroy in Camino Real.
Wow.
But I stayed working on Wall Street, and I had never studied, and the woman who directed it basically coached me through it, and it was such a high. I was scared to death every time, but it was amazing. It was amazing.
Oh God! Talk about that a little bit. What did you do? I mean, obviously you did this thing where you saw this ad and you went and auditioned. And
I stumbled and
people
fell.
Could hate you for that. You know what I mean? That you just walked in and did it. I don't mean hate you.
I didn't really walk in.
Like,
I walked in and gave everything I had.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I mean people are like, oh man, I've been here forever, but it doesn't matter. Timing's everything.
Well, I feel like that about other people now. You know, there are kids who come along and they're in 18 movies with studios, and I've been working on my craft. It has nothing. You can't compete with anyone. You have to find your own your own path, your own timing. My first real teacher said it took Meryl Streep 3 minutes to be free, and Dustin Hoffman 10 years. It doesn't matter.
Right.
And you just work to get free and get your voice, like Jonathan was saying, where you find yourself, your own way of expressing yourself.
So you know. how'd you go about it? I mean, you were on Wall Street. You started to take
I hid out as long as possible.
You ran from it as long as possible. And then you got in a class first, or did you do that audition first? What happened?
Well, I did that play, and then I stayed on Wall Street. I didn't know, I was too afraid. I got my toes wet, and then just ran inside. And I had met a woman I was dating who was an actress, and she was studying with this man. I'd heard about him, just, you know, and I basically went to meet him and lied to him and said I had all this experience. And he took me in the class, and it changed my life. I quit Wall Street 6 months into the class. It was a year intensive class, and people take it over and over. And I took it once with him, and then went on to study more, of course.